you ever dreamed of escaping the chaos of modern life, the traffic, the noise, the constant rush, and finding peace in a quiet, far-off town? We often chase the dream of big cities, thinking they hold all the answers. But sometimes, we forget what the question even was. Ironically, it's often in the most remote corners that we find the most vivid and magical stories. Tennessee, a state known for its country music and rural charm, is home to many small towns far removed from the fast pace of metropolitan life. These towns may not have skyscrapers or packed highways, but that's exactly their charm. They don't scream for attention. They whisper answers to questions you didn't know you were asking. So, which towns are we talking about? Who would have thought a town of just 6,000 people could be known across the globe? Nestled in Moore County, Lynchburg is only reachable through winding rural roads. Yet its name is world famous, thanks to being the home of Jack Daniel's, one of the most iconic whiskey brands in the world. Ironically, Lynchburg lies within a dry county, meaning the sale of alcohol is highly restricted. Yes, the whiskey flows globally, but not here. Life in Lynchburg moves slowly. People still greet each other on the street. Local shops are family-owned. Just beyond the center, you'll find vast green fields stretching as far as the eye can see. It's a simple town with a global story, a quiet place that somehow became a legend. While Lynchburg thrives on its legendary spirits, Bell Buckle is a living postcard from the past. Located in Bedford County, this town of around 400 residents feels like a vintage music box that's been carefully rewound. Streets lined with Victorian homes and cobblestone paths give Bell Buckle a timeless quality. Though small, it's known statewide for the RC Cola and Moon Pie Festival, a quirky celebration that blends music, food, and Southern tradition. With access only through quiet country roads, Bell Buckle has remained untouched by modern hustle. Life here is slow, yes, but it's also full of color. It's the kind of place where time seems to pause, offering a rare taste of a sweeter, simpler past. From vintage charm to a more playful kind of surprise, let's head northwest to Paris. Yes, Paris, Tennessee. With a population of just over 10,000, this small town in Henry County carries an unexpected twist: a 70-foot replica of the Eiffel Tower. No, it's not trying to compete with the French capital, but the tower stands as a symbol of community and local pride. It's where families gather, teens hang out, and weekend events come to life. Surrounding the tower, you'll find open sports fields, city parks, and a tightly knit community that makes life here feel both grounded and meaningful. It might not be the city of love, but Paris, Tennessee has its own quiet kind of romance, found not in glamour, but in simplicity, neighborly warmth, and the kind of peace only rural life can bring. Not far from Paris lies another town tucked away in the rural northwest corner of Tennessee, McKenzie, located in Carroll County with a population of just around 5,000. Surrounded by vast stretches of farmland, McKenzie feels almost cut off from the modern world. The roads are quiet, the local shops double as gathering spots, and life moves at a calm, steady rhythm. But that peaceful isolation also brings its own challenges. With limited economic opportunities, many of the town's younger generation choose to move to larger cities in search of work. Still, McKenzie remains proud and resilient, holding on to its identity and deep sense of community, where old traditions are not only remembered, but still lived. If McKenzie shows the quiet trials of rural life, Cowan in Franklin County tells a different story, one shaped by railroads and the rise and fall of industry. Once a bustling stop along a key railway line, Cowan still carries the remnants of its past. The historic train station stands as a silent witness to the town's former energy. Today, Cowan is home to fewer than 2,000 residents. Tucked between narrow roads and surrounded by rolling hills, it's not the easiest place to reach, but that's part of its charm. Life here is slow, deeply local, and steeped in nostalgia. Most residents work at family-run businesses or local trades, and every corner of the town seems to echo stories from another era. From railway towns to mountaintop solitude, the journey continues eastward to a town that fully embodies its name, Mountain City, perched in Johnson County at the edge of Tennessee. Nestled deep in the Appalachian highlands near the borders of Virginia and North Carolina, this is a place where silence stretches as far as the horizon. The roads leading in are winding, and the town's isolation is real. With a population of around 2,000, Mountain City lives at its own pace, shaped by the rugged terrain and chilly mountain air. Opportunities can be scarce, and economic links to larger cities are distant and few. Yet, that same remoteness is what makes it special. Here, untouched nature reigns, forests, peaks, and sky. And for those seeking deep peace, Mountain City is more than a town. It's a retreat, a reminder that in the quietest places, life still pulses in full color. While Mountain City is known for its mountainous terrain, Jonesborough, located in East Tennessee, holds a different kind of distinction. It's the oldest town in the state. Founded in 1779, even before Tennessee officially became a state, Jonesborough is steeped in history. Named after North Carolina legislator Willie Jones, it was once the capital of the short-lived and unrecognized state of Franklin. The town's main street still features red brick buildings and colonial wooden homes, preserving the character of a bygone era. With a population of just over 6,000, Jonesborough exudes intimacy and charm. It's most famous for the International Storytelling Festival, drawing visitors from across the world. Outside festival season, life here returns to a gentle pace. Bookstores, local cafes, and residents proud of their town's unique heritage. After visiting the oldest town in Tennessee, we shift to one known more for its hidden natural wonders. If you've heard of McMinnville, you'll understand why it deserves a place on this list. Located in Warren County, McMinnville has around 13,000 residents. Relatively large for a small town, but it still feels remote, surrounded by forests and hills. the town is widely known as a gateway to stunning waterfalls and the Cumberland Caverns, an expansive underground cave system and popular tourist destination. Despite these attractions, daily life in McMinnville is humble and grounded. Many residents work in agriculture or run small businesses. Social life centers around a modest downtown area, and the natural beauty that surrounds the town has helped cement McMinnville as one of the most compelling hidden gems in rural Tennessee. If McMinnville is about lush nature and hidden caves, Sweetwater offers something even more surprising: a massive underground lake. Yes, you read that right. Home to over 6,000 residents, Sweetwater is known for the Lost Sea, the largest underground lake in the United States. Tucked inside the Craighead Caverns, the lake offers guided tours that include a ride on a glass-bottom boat through subterranean waters, an experience that feels like something out of a fantasy novel. Despite its natural marvels, Sweetwater remains largely under the radar, thanks to its secluded location. But that's part of its charm. Life moves slowly here, like the gentle waters of its famous lake. With a tight-knit community, a quaint little downtown, and traditions that still hold strong, Sweetwater lives up to its name, a sweet, simple kind of living. From a town known for its underground wonders, we now head toward one that serves as a gateway to the great outdoors. Welcome to Tellico Plains, a quiet community with fewer than 1,000 residents. Nestled at the edge of the Cherokee National Forest, it's also the starting point of the Cherokee Skyway, one of the most scenic drives in the region. The only way in is through winding mountain roads, making Tellico Plains feel wonderfully secluded. Locals live simply, relying on nature tourism, farming, and small-scale livestock. Despite its isolation, the town is a magnet for hikers, campers, and outdoor lovers. Silence here isn't emptiness, it's serenity. Unlike Tellico Plains, which opens up to deep forests, Greeneville is more rooted in history, especially political history. Located at the foothills of the Appalachians with a population of around 15,000, it's larger than most towns on this list, but still far enough from urban sprawl to keep its small-town charm. Greeneville holds historical weight as the former home of Andrew Johnson, the 17th President of the United States. Walking through town, you'll find preserved houses, local markets, and quiet streets that seem to echo stories from another time. For those seeking a blend of history and calm, Greeneville offers just that, timeless and reflective. If Greeneville reminds us of presidential history, Dunlap brings us closer to folk culture and community spirit. Located in the heart of the Sequatchie Valley, this peaceful town of about 5,000 people is known for its local music festivals and hang gliding events that celebrate the region's deep connection with land and sky. Cradled in the valley, access to Dunlap can feel a bit tucked away, which helps preserve its peaceful atmosphere. The town also carries a unique industrial legacy. Remnants of old coke ovens, once used for producing fuel from coal, still stand today as a silent reminder of its past. From the quiet valley, we now head to a town that exudes a distinct rural border charm. This is Union City, located in the far northwest corner of Tennessee, close to the Kentucky state line. With a population of about 11,000, this town offers a calm and modest atmosphere, not a bustling place filled with border traffic or crowds, but rather a close-knit small-town community. Interestingly, Union City's history traces back to 19th century railroad lines, which gave the town its name, Union. Today, it's known for its slow-paced lifestyle, classic architecture, and the kind of neighborly togetherness that defines small-town life. Not far from Union City lies Martin, a town with a slightly different face, centered around local life and a vibrant college presence. Martin is home to the University of Tennessee at Martin, which brings a youthful energy to the surrounding farmland. With around 10,000 residents, Martin remains surrounded by wide-open fields and quiet country roads. Life here is peaceful, occasionally energized by the students who bring a splash of color to daily life. One unique feature? The town hosts the annual Soybean Festival, a long-standing celebration that's now part of its cultural identity. Despite the modern influence of the campus, Martin stays true to its rural Tennessee roots. To close this journey, we arrive in Winchester, a town nestled beside Timms Ford Lake, surrounded by soft green hills. Home to around 9,000 people, it serves as the county seat of Franklin County, but still feels serene and slow-paced, an ideal retreat from the noise of urban life. Founded in the 19th century, Winchester retains traces of its past in the form of historic buildings downtown. Life here is closely tied to the lake. Fishing, boating, and relaxing by the water are all part of the daily rhythm. Its distance from major cities makes Winchester a favorite escape for those seeking calm, clarity, and a connection to nature. From the historic charm of Jonesborough to the miniature Eiffel Tower in Paris, from the underground wonders of McMinnville to the quirky festival spirit of Bell Buckle, each small town in Tennessee carries its own unique rhythm and story. Though they may be scattered across remote roads and hidden valleys, their very distance and simplicity are what make them special. Genuine, grounded, and full of peace. Tennessee isn't just about Nashville or Memphis. It's also about the quiet towns that hold beauty in their stillness, offering room to breathe, a slower pace of life, and a sense of belonging found only in tight-knit communities. So out of all the towns we've explored today, which one makes you want to stop and stay a while?